Hello everyone, welcome to Gameball NFL Endzone Audio Mock Draft 2014, where the football season never ends. I'm your host, Michael T. Mike Riley, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a mock draft based off of if I was an NFL owner, president, or GM, trying to build my team to be playoff contentions, also to be a Super Bowl champion. Now let's go ahead and get this draft thing started. With the number 1 pick overall, I have the Houston Texans selecting Khalil Mack from Buffalo. Now what Khalil Mack brings is that attitude, that toughness, that determination to win on defense. He can stop the run, he can get after the quarterback for a sack, he can line up in a 3-point or stand up, and he can play in pass coverage to intercept passes for a touchdown. Just look at his tape against Ohio State. He dominated that game, and you line them up with J.J. Watt, they'll be a force to come in years, and they could be the next fearsome foursome. So if I was the Houston Texans, I'd select Khalil Mack. With the number 2 pick overall, I have the St. Louis Rams selecting wide receiver Sammy Watkins from Clemson. Now, there's been talks about the Rams trading down for the number 2 pick, but why trade down? I'll upgrade and help my offense out by drafting Sammy Watkins. He is a one-of-a-kind player, and he's every coach's dream to have. He kind of reminds me of Michael Irvin / Jerry Rice with very good hands. He can take a short pass for a long pass or a touchdown. His yards after catch is very great, very phenomenal. He can become a running back after he catches the ball, just run people over. He can play inside, outside, and he can be a good run block in a running game. So the St. Louis Rams needs to upgrade on the offense by drafting him. With the number 3 pick overall, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting Teddy Bridgewater from Louisville. Now what Teddy Bridgewater brings to that Jacksonville offense is leadership, determination to win, and he's a day 1 starter. He can do all types of things for an offense to be successful. He has a very good accurate pass. He can throw the ball well. He doesn't take too many hits. He runs for first down when he needs to, and he slides from big hits. He slides. The only knock on him is his pro day, but just look at his game tape. Game tape doesn't lie. So the Jacksonville Jaguars want to succeed, they have to hit a home run by drafting Teddy Bridgewater. With the number 5th pick overall, I have the Oakland Raiders selecting Greg Robinson, offensive tackle for Auburn. Now what Greg Robinson brings is that fierce toughness and that attitude. He just finishes blocks. He can finish run block on the 2nd level, and he go up to the 3rd level to finish block for his running back to get a touchdown. And he is a very good pass protector, and his footwork is just phenomenal. So he'll be a good fit for the Oakland Raiders on the offensive side for years to come. With the number 6 pick overall, I have the Atlanta Falcons selecting defensive end Jadeveon Clowney from South Carolina. Now, Clowney is a once-in-a-lifetime player. He can be compared to Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor, and maybe Willie McGinnis. He is a very good player. He can stop the run, and his specialty is sacking the quarterback. But there are some issues on him. Is his worth ethic? Is he going to pay off? And is he every down player? And will he be a game studier? But watch the game tape. Game tape doesn't lie on him. So if Atlanta Falcons want to succeed on defense, they should draft Jadeveon Clowney. With the number 7 pick overall, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting Stephen Tolick, defensive line from Notre Dame. The Buccaneers could go wide receiver, but I'll focus on building my defense because you're going to quarterbacks in the NFC South like Cam Newton, Drew Brees, and Matt Ryan, who is just running things right now. And what Stephen Tolick brings is that attitude, that swagger, and that toughness for a defense to succeed. He can stop the run, he can get back to the quarterback, and he can knock down balls, sometimes intercept the balls as well, and he uses his hands very good. He's very quick off the ball, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should upgrade on their defensive line by drafting him. With the number 8th pick overall, I have the Minnesota Vikings selecting Blake Bortles, quarterback from UCF. Now, he is a big body type of quarterback. He kind of reminds me of Ben Roethlisberger. He can throw the long, deep ball. He's very good, accurate with throwing the ball. He runs for a first down when he needs to. He doesn't take a lot of sacks, and he doesn't make mistakes. And he's a leader, but my only question on him is he should have stayed for another year to develop to get better. But if the Minnesota Vikings offense wants to take off to the next level, they should draft Blake Bortles. Now to the number 9th pick overall, I have the Buffalo Bills selecting Anthony Barr from UCLA. Now what Anthony Barr brings is that toughness, that attitude, and that determination to win and make defense successful. He can stop the run, he can line up at a 3-point, he can stand up, he can sack the quarterback, as well he can play in coverage. Just look at his game tape against USC when he popped Matt Barkley with the sack. I mean, it was just a vicious hit. He just took him down. So if you want to line up with Mario Williams to be for that defense to take off, you should draft him. With the number 10th pick overall, I have Detroit Lions selecting Darqueze Dennard, cornerback, Michigan State. Now what he brings is that attitude, that swagger. He has good long arms. He kind of reminds me of Darrelle Revis. He can be a leader on the defense. He can stop the run. He can make one-on-one tackles. He can blitz the quarterback. And his specialty is intercept passes. He was a Jim Thorpe Award winner. So if the Lions want to take off to the next level on the defense for them to succeed in the NFC North Division, they need to draft Dennard from Michigan State. With the number 11 pick overall, I have the Tennessee Titans selecting Jake Matthews, offensive tackle from Texas A&M. He is very versatile. He can play left side and right side, but he'll mainly be a left side tackle, blind side protector for the quarterback. He has a very good attitude. He finishes blocks well. He can pass protect well, and the run block is phenomenal. And his footwork is good. So for the Tennessee Titans offensive line to be successful, they should draft Jake Matthews. With the number 12 pick overall, I have the New York Giants selecting Taylor Lewan, offensive tackle from Michigan. Now what he can bring to that offensive line of the Giants, he can bring toughness. He's very physical. He can pass protect good, and he's good on the run block. And his footwork still should improve, but there are some red flags on him with that off the field issue bar fight. And if you take that away and work with him on his footwork and his pass protecting skills, he'll be a good offensive protector for Eli for years to come. With the number 13 pick overall, I have the St. Louis Rams selecting cornerback Justin Gilbert from Oklahoma State. Now what Justin Gilbert brings is Mr. Everything to the St. Louis Rams. I mean, he can return kicks for a touchdown. He can return punts for a touchdown. But overall, he's a very good corner who has very good long arms. He can stop the run, can make one-on-one tackles, can blitz the quarterback, and he can intercept passes. He led the nation with 7 interceptions, and he was a runner-up for the Jim Thorpe Award. So the St. Louis Rams defense wants to take off, especially at the corner spot. They have to draft Justin Gilbert to succeed in the NFC West Division. With the number 14 pick overall, I have the Chicago Bears selecting Louis Nix, defensive tackle from Notre Dame. Now, he kind of reminds me a lot of Vince Wilfork when he came out. He can take on the double team. He is a very big body. His physical presence is well known. He can stop the run, he can sack the quarterback, and he can knock down passes. But every now and then, he has some struggles on getting off of double teams, and he tends to get beat and give up big rushing yards. So with the Chicago Bears drafting him, he'll be a good fit to go along with Jared Allen, who was signed, and Lamar Houston, who was signed during the auction. This will be a good fit for Louis Nix to go to. With the number 15 pick overall, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers selecting Cyrus Carocho, offensive tackle, Alabama. Now, what he brings is that toughness to protect the quarterback in the passing game. He's a very good run blocker. He has long arms, and most of the time, he wins one-on-one matchups. But the question is his worth ethic. But overall, Mike Tomlin will get every ounce of work out of him, and he will play more harder. So by drafting him, he'll be a good fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the number 16 pick overall, I have the Dallas Cowboys selecting Aaron Donald, defensive tackle from Pittsburgh. Now, last season, he just dominated at this spot. He can stop the run, sack the quarterback. He had 11 sacks, and sometimes he can knock down passes. But the only knock on him is he's only 6 foot. He doesn't have length. And when he gets caught up against a good, very pass protector against the offensive line, he tends to get beat and counter. He doesn't have a counter move. So if you teach him how to do a counter move to go along with his speed and let him use his technique more, he'll be a very good fit for the Dallas Cowboys defense. With the number 17 pick overall, I have the Baltimore Ravens selecting Zach Martin, offensive tackle for Notre Dame. Now, he is very versatile. He can play guard, center, and both offensive tackle spots, but mainly he be used on the right side to go along with Eugene Monroe, who just re-signed, and he will replace Michael Orr, who signed with the Tennessee Titans. He is a very good physical player. He can finish run blocks. He can pass protect well, and he has very good footwork to go along with his passing protecting techniques. So this would be a home run hit for the Baltimore Ravens to have. With the number 18 pick overall, I have the New York Jets selecting Clinton Dix, safety from Alabama. Now, he is a good ideal player for Rex Ryan's 3-4. He can stop the run. He can be in the box, blitz the quarterback. He can make plays, and his specialty is intercept the ball. And he's just a hard-hitting safety. Just look at his game tape against Virginia Tech. He was just killing them. So this would be a good fit for Rex Ryan to have for his defense to succeed. With the number 20 pick overall, I have the Arizona Cardinals selecting Kadeem Carey, running back from Arizona. Now, he is a very good running back and do all types of things. He can run between the tackles. He's a very good pass catcher, very good pass protector, and he is a hard runner. This is something that the Arizona Cardinals need. They could go quarterback or offensive line, but I see them improving when they run it back. They can stay consistent and stay healthy for them to take off. With the number 19 pick overall, I have the Miami Dolphins selecting Antonio Richardson, offensive tackle from Tennessee. Now, what he can bring is that toughness, that attitude for that offensive line for the Dolphins. He can pass protect well. He has very solid footwork, and his run block can improve, but he be able to finish run blocks. But sometimes he can be inconsistent against a dominant pass rusher. But against the South Carolina, he dominated Jadeveon Clowney. So if you want to protect Ryan Tannehill for years to come, to go alongside with Brendan Albert, who's signed in a free agency, you need to draft Antonio Richardson. With the number 21 pick overall, I have the Green Bay Packers selecting Cyree Richardson, offensive line from Baylor. Now, what he can bring to that Packers offensive line is leadership, determination, determination, protect the quarterback, and he will get on his offensive line if they miss a key block. He is a very good run blocker, and his pass protecting is phenomenal. He can just stand there all day and protect the quarterback. He wins one-on-one matchups, and he can get to the second level in the running game. So this will be a good fit for the Green Bay Packers to have. With the number 22 pick overall, I have the Philadelphia Eagles selecting Jason Verrett, cornerback from TCU. Now, Jason Verrett has a very good IQ. I mean, what he can bring to the Philadelphia Eagles to be successful is that toughness, that leadership, and that determination to win. He has very good long arms, uses them well. He makes one-on-one key tackles, and he can stop a run. He can blitz the quarterback, and he can intercept the ball. But the only knock on him is his height. But don't let the height fool you. He'll play with a 6'3" mentality. So if the Philadelphia Eagles wants to take off in the defense, they should draft Jason Verrett. With the number 23 pick overall, I have the Kansas City Chiefs selecting Xavier Su'a-Filo, offensive lineman from UCLA. Now, he kind of reminds me of the young Logan Mankins who came out for the New England Patriots. I mean, he's just very physical. He just brings that nastiness, that toughness for that Chiefs offensive line. He is a very good run blocker. He can get to the second level and finish blocks. And he is a very good pass protector as well. So if they want to bring back the Will Shields and the Willie Roaf days, they should draft Xavier Su'a-Filo from UCLA. With the number 24th pick overall, I have the San Diego Chargers selecting Bradley Robbie, cornerback from the Ohio State University. Now, what he can bring for that missing part of the San Diego Chargers is that toughness, that leadership, that attitude. He is a very good hard hitter. He uses his arms well. He can stop the run. He is a very good run stopper. He can blitz the quarterback, and he can intercept the ball for a touchdown. But the only knock on him is his off-the-field issue. But if San Diego brings him in and makes him a better player and gets the best out of him, he will be a good defensive player for for San Diego for years to come. With the number 25th pick overall, I have the Cincinnati Bengals selecting Kyler Fuller, cornerback from Virginia Tech. Now, he is a very underrated player. He has very good long arms. He's very tall. He can stop the run. He can blitz the quarterback, and he can intercept the ball. Just watch his tape against Alabama. He was very outstanding. He was locking down receivers, uses his arms well, and on special teams, he can block a punt for a touchdown. So if the Cincinnati Bengals want to succeed and stay on top of the AFC North Division, they should draft Kyler Fuller. With the number 26 pick overall, I have the Cleveland Browns selecting Marquise Lee, wide receiver, USC. Now, early on, Marquise Lee did have some issues of catching the ball, but as the season progressed, he returned the old Marquise Lee, who can just catch the ball well. He has very good route running. He can run block well. He can do all types of things. He can line it inside, outside, and he is very determined to catch the ball and win one-on-one matchups. So this is what the Cleveland Browns offense need for them to be successful. With the number 27 pick overall, I have the New Orleans Saints selecting C.J. Mosley, linebacker from Alabama. Now, this will be a good fit for the Saints defense. He is a Rob Ryan ideal type of player who can stop the run in the backfield, who can make one-on-one tackles. He runs from sideline to sideline. He can blitz the quarterback for a sack, and he can play the pass coverage well and intercept the pass as well. But the only knock on him is his health issue. And he started all 13 games in his final college career. So if the Saints want to hit a home run to improve their defense to be in the top 5, they should draft C.J. Mosley. With the number 28 pick overall, I have the Carolina Panthers selecting wide receiver Mike Evans from Texas A&M. Now, he is a top 10 receiver, but I've seen him kind of slip down, and he'll be a good fit for the Carolina Panthers offense because they need a wide receiver back because they let too many players go during free agency, and they released longtime wide receiver veteran Steve Smith. So by bringing Mike Evans in, who is a very good offensive wide receiver who can just catch the ball in the air, he can win one-on-one jump balls, he can take a short pass to a long pass for a touchdown, and he's a very good run block. He can run in the middle good and take big hits, and he's a very good player for the Carolina Panthers on what they need. With the number 29 pick overall, I have the New England Patriots selecting defensive line Rashid Hammock from Minnesota. Now, he kind of reminds me of Richard Seymour coming out when he was a rookie. He's 6'6", 310 pounds, who has very good long arms. He uses them well. He can get off blocks. He can stop the run. He can sack the quarterback, and he can intercept passes. And this is a very good player for Belichick to have. Belichick loves these type of players, and for their defensive line to be successful, because Vince Wilfork and Tommy Kelly coming off a season-ending injury, they have to draft him to get back to the Super Bowl. So if the Patriots defense want to succeed, they should draft Rashid Hammock. With the number 30 pick overall, I have the San Francisco 49ers selecting wide receiver Calvin Benjamin from Florida State. Now, he is another big body receiver who can catch the ball well. He can line up inside, outside. He goes up for the jump ball. He can take a short pass for a long gain or a touchdown. And he caught the winning touchdown in a national championship game. So he'll bring different dynamics for the 49ers offense to succeed. He'll be a mismatch for defenses. So if the 49ers offense want to succeed, they should draft Calvin Benjamin. With the number 31 pick overall, I have the Denver Broncos selecting Shane Scroll, linebacker from Stanford. Now, what he can bring is that leadership, that toughness, that attitude. Yeah, he's projecting to go to second or third round, but I'll take him anyways in the late first round. It's not going to do you any harm. He is a sideline player. He can make good tackles. He can stop the run. He can sack the quarterback, and he can intercept passes as well. He led the Stanford Cardinals to a Rose Bowl victory. So if they need a good player like him, this is what Denver should take. With the number 32 pick overall, I have the Seattle Seahawks selecting D4 defensive end from Auburn. Now, he is a very good player. He can bring that toughness, that attitude, that determination to want to succeed and improve. He has very good technique. He has very good speed, and he gets off the ball well. Just look at his game tape against Florida State. He gave Jameson Winston nightmares and fits because he was getting to his face a lot. He can stop the run, he can set the quarterback, and he can knock the ball down. This would be a good fit for the Seattle Seahawks to have by drafting D4. Well, there goes all my NFL 32 picks, and you can follow me on Gameball NFL Endzone on Facebook, or you can follow me on Twitter at @T_Mike Gameball. And this is Gameball NFL Endzone 2014 audio mock draft, where the football season never ends. Have a safe, blessed day. Peace. I am out.